Kamadhu Munu, Nyepi Moinich Dale Short Jr., Kwarisipa Matasech Im Makav, Asi Moinich Kumadi, Nyep Makav Chidum, Makav Chu E Chidum. How are you all doing? My name is Dale Short Jr. I come from the Akatio clan. I am Makav. I'm a second language learner of my language. I'm a student in the Native American Language and Linguistics graduate program at the University of Arizona. I'll be presenting on AhaMakav Nation Language Revitalization Efforts towards building speakers of AhaMakav. I'll be giving an overview of the areas listed, overview of the area we come from, overview of our tribal school, our language immersion program, and the methods and strategies we use to give AhaMakav language immersion lessons to our youth in our tribal school. We were named the Fort Mojave Indian Tribe. Since time immemorial, we have been known as AhaMakav. We reside over acres of checkerboard land in a valley that crosses into 3 states, Arizona, California, Nevada. The checkerboard arrangements came about because of the government sectioning off lands to allow the railroads to cross through back when the railroads were being built. Our sacred lands are much farther, as they begin in Boulder City, Nevada, and continue into Baja, California. Our language is part of the human family language group. Our tribe has 94 elders who are 65 and over. Of those elders, only 3 are fluent speakers of the AhaMakav language. Of the remaining elders and tribal community combined, we have 15 members who understand a little of the language but do not speak it, and 15 who can understand the language and speak some phrases but aren't fully able to hold a conversation in AhaMakav. As our tribe has gained financial stability economically over the years, we have also encountered more of the decline of our language within our community. Like most tribes, it has been from distractions of the modern ways we have grown accustomed to learning and practicing, as well as boarding schools playing a significant role in the decline of our culture and language. Additionally, as transgenerational trauma was passed down, language wasn't spoken as much as it used to be between most elders within their families. However, our cultural practices of traditional bird songs and dances have continued and have grown to build more singers and dancers within our community. Our language has continued to decline in speakers of our AhaMakav language within our community, and with the decline of fluent elder speakers who have passed on over the years. Well, tribal community gatherings first took place to discuss the building of our school and what they wanted within the school. The community felt our language should be the main component, and implementing a language program within our tribal school would benefit our youth and help revive our language. During the years of planning, our tribal leaders visited different indigenous language immersion schools to understand how those schools operated and how they were structured to give their ancestral language to their learners. A language team was also developed to organize and manage the AhaMakav language immersion program within the school. The school would be named Anya Itbak Elementary School. The regular English classes teach pre-K to 6th grade and follow the Arizona Common Core State Standards of Education. The dream of our tribal school to have a learning center within our school became a reality, where our youth would learn our AhaMakav language to become speakers and carry on our language. As our students would start to learn their ancestral language in the school, they would begin to build themselves into becoming bilingual students. So for us as language immersion teachers, especially for our students, it's not just teaching our students how to speak their ancestral language. It's more about reconnecting them back to our AhaMakav values, history of our people, providing our students an understanding of why it is important to learn their ancestral language and practice their culture. As second language learners of our language center consists of a strong collaboration with our elder teachers, who have been our strong supporters and have provided much of their knowledge to help create a resource of language patterns towards the development of developing real-world communicative immersion lessons in our AhaMakav language to give to our youth at our Anya'itbak Elementary School. In addition, our consultant, Jenny DeGroat, has been our principal contributor and collaborator in helping develop our Language Immersion Center's foundation. So we approach our students learning 3 immersion lessons using the stages of L2 development. So for stage 1, silent period, our learners are building their ability to hear the language and see gestures and visuals connected to the spoken words given. Stage 2, mimic and copying. Learners begin to speak and gesture the spoken words given by the language teacher. Stage 3, speech emergence. Learners develop basic comprehension of AhaMakav words and language patterns. Stage 4, communication. Learners communicate basic AhaMakav language patterns with language teacher, family, and peers. So during instruction time, English is not implemented in these strategies and methods because it is not beneficial in helping our students to think and stay in our language. Each grade is grouped to be given language immersion lessons at their specific levels based on those grade groups. So at pre-K to kindergarten, we consider that to be at a beginner level. 1st through 3rd grade, beginner to an intermediate level. 4th through 6th grade, intermediate to advanced in their level of learning. In our learning center within the school, our language immersion guide and lessons do not follow Common Core state standards for teaching the students their ancestral language. AhaMakav language immersion lessons consist of instructional strategies and methods such as TPR, repetition, games, singing, gestures, realia, modeling, role-playing, peer-to-peer teaching, peer-to-peer learning, drawing, hands-on activities, and storytelling. We give our morning affirmation to all grades every morning before school begins. When we speak out our affirmation every morning with the students, we teach them how important our land, river, and community are to us. We pray in our language with our students before the start of each lesson for each grade. We help to reconnect those values in our students that what we do, what we say, we always do and say it from our hearts. The values we teach our students will help build self-confidence, self-awareness, self-respect, strong identity, most importantly, self-efficacy. It is more than learning a language for our students. It is beyond that. It's more about reconnecting to our ancestral knowledge. We approach our students' progress measuring of abilities by using informal assessments of instructional approaches using activities and games. We focus our learners' progress measuring on listening, comprehension, speech emergence, and communication of the activities and games at each learning grade level. We understand the importance of who we are and why we are as AhaMakav. Our ancestors, our elders, understood the coming of what is considered modern today in the ways that have become in the decline of speakers in our language. We are but a spoke on the wheel that have already begun moving in, trying to keep our language alive and strong with their work with linguists. We take steps forward daily as a tribe and community to find our way back to remember that. It's always been up to us as a community, as a nation, alongside our neighboring brother and sister tribes, to awaken what has been asleep for so long. Muwicho mahot nyep moav ohotam. thank you for allowing us to share the work that we are doing and the efforts in revitalizing our language to build speakers within our community. Yamama Etka.